That's 2 ways to turn $30 into $150. Good morning, my Born to Hustle family. Off to get some coffee. It's a rainy day, as you guys can see. Usually, this is the time that you take to relax, but that word doesn't exist when you are an entrepreneur. Depending on what your goals are in life, a lot of people think that when you become an entrepreneur, it's like laying on the beach. That's like the expectation. That ain't it, baby. That ain't it at all. Depending on your mindset, how much you believe in what you're working on, there's no breaks. There's no relaxing. It's just work. A lot of people don't talk about this part of entrepreneurship. They talk about like I mentioned before, like the cars and the houses, the lifestyle, what you can get from being an entrepreneur. And those things are amazing. But there's another side to entrepreneurship as well. And a lot of people don't like to talk about it. It's like the cool thing to be an entrepreneur right now. Or a lot of people wouldn't be putting it in their bio, in their Instagram bio, and claiming to be an entrepreneur. A lot of people wouldn't do it if it wasn't the cool thing to do. But there's another side to entrepreneurship that a lot of people don't talk about. And honestly, what that is that it's mad lonely. And I know that may sound weird. Like, what do you mean mad lonely? Like, yeah. When you're hustling and working and burning the midnight oil, you know what I mean, and you're grinding out a project, and doing your thing. There's not a lot of people that understand the mind of an entrepreneur. It's gonna be a lot of like lonely days, lonely nights. A lot of the time when you're an entrepreneur, you're not really working with people like when you had a 9-to-5 or when you have a job. It's much different. People are walking around all day. You have conversations all day. When you're an entrepreneur, it's, especially if you're like really doing it, you're alone most of the time. But you just gotta keep your focus. Gotta keep your focus. I mean, maybe in the future I'll have like a video of maybe different ways to combat that. But for the most part, you gotta pick what's more important to you. Securing your financial future or not being lonely. You know how they say America runs on Dunkin'. I don't know how true that is, but sometimes I have to run on Dunkin'. I got a meeting with a friend about kind of consulting for his business today. It's pretty much just video editing today. I got one done this morning. I finalized one this morning. I sort of wanna finish 2 of them because the one that I finished today is about you guys will see it soon on the channel, or actually it'll be on the channel before this is on the channel. So it'll be the YouTube intro videos. So part 1 will be on Android and part 2 will be for making video intros on your iPhone. And that's the current one that I'm working on now, part 2. I want to upload those together because I want those to be accessible together because, not everybody has one device. There are different people with different devices, so I don't want like Android to be up and then iPhone people are like, but how do you do this on iPhone? Or I put iPhone up and then Android people are like, but how do you do this on, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to upload those 2 together. I really thought about doing like one day upload one and the next day upload the next one. I don't know, I might do that. I might upload one on one day and then upload the other one on the next day. So that's that. So those videos should be done today. Again, they'll be up by the time you're watching this. And then I have to jump on my computer because of what I told you guys about the LumaFusion issue. I gotta jump on my computer and edit the other video, and that should take me a few days because it's a longer video. Your equity in your brand is really your email list. I mean, your Facebook account, your Instagram account, your YouTube account, all that stuff is great, but really your base, your equity, your meat and potatoes, that's all in your email list. And eventually, once I'm done with this like 5 or 6 part Shopify, I guess, training or tutorial brand building series, give people value, and in return, I just want a free email address to be able to contact you later, right? So I'm gonna be developing that once I'm done with the like 5 or 6 part series. I mean, obviously it'll be a course, and this is one thing that I think I'll add into the verbiage, is that it'll be a course that will be constantly updating, right? A free course that will be constantly updating, and I will always be able to add on to that course and say, all right, now this is how you do this, and then this is how you do this, and then this is how you do this. And you'll get that through or via email, right? Because once you have a person's email address, it's almost worth more than their like on Facebook or their follow on Instagram. If these platforms die, you still have their contact. Email, very, 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 very important. It does not matter what your niche is. It does not matter what your brand is, what you do, what you're building out. It doesn't matter what you're doing. There is a way to transfer value for an email address. It doesn't matter what it is, right? You just pick a niche, pick whatever you're doing, and find a way to offer value for an email address. Usually, when it comes to merchandising stores, it turns out to be discount codes for email address, but you could offer anything. You want to offer value for an email address and build up your email list. Your email list is extremely important. I mean, most people say that every email is worth $1 a month. It may change based on the dollar value attached to your product. So if you're selling high ticket items like $500 products, every email might be worth $500 a month, depending on how often you release those high ticket items. So it just depends, guys. But what I would say is that email is very, very important. It's almost the most important thing that you want to have set up when you set up your brand or business or website or shop, whatever the case may be. Make sure that you have a plan for email. Alright, so I wanted to touch on a topic. I wanted to talk a little bit about the longevity of a customer, right? Making a customer way more valuable than just that first purchase. I may make a separate piece of content on this in the future, but I did want to touch on it for a little bit right now in the vlog. Let's just say your product is $24 or $20, right? You may be asking yourself, how do I turn $20 into $100? How do I turn one purchase into 5 purchases, right? And I want to talk about 2 quick ways that it's worked for me personally. And the second one is the most important way, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. But the second one that I'm going to talk about is the most important way. Now, the first way to turn like $30 into $100, $150 is to offer a free item after the amount of XYZ. Just give away something for free. Let's just say you sell t-shirts. If I sell t-shirts at, $20, $30, right? What I would say is to offer, maybe if you get 2 t-shirts, offer a free t-shirt if you get 2. Or if you get 3, you get a 4th one for free. Now, what happens is that person will go to the site, see a t-shirt that they like, see the offer at the top saying, hey, if you buy 2 t-shirts, you get your 3rd one for free. Or if you buy 3 t-shirts, you get your 4th one for free. Or 4, you get your 5th one for free. If they don't want 4 shirts, what that makes them think now is that now entices a lot of people, I've seen, right? It entices a lot of people to say, is there 4 shirts on here that I like? Usually, if they're buying one and you're a super niche store, they will like other things on your site. And that's gold. That's gold, right? So they come to let's just say you have a cat store. They come to your cat store, they see the cat shirt, right? And they're like, and you give them an offer of, you get 2 shirts, you get the 3rd one free. You get 3 shirts, you get the 4th one for free. You just turned that $20 to $30 purchase into $60 and $90. You just turned that $20 into $60 and $90 because now you're forcing them to get 3 to get a 4th one for free. And that 4th one is for you at cost. You give that away because you just earned yourself another $60, right, in revenue. That's the easiest way to turn $30 into $150. Just offer something for free, give them more value, right? Give them more value and you'll receive more value in return. Now, the second way to turn $20 to $30 into $100 or $150, and this one is gold, is customer service. Customer service, what are you talking about? Yeah, guys, customer service. A lot of people don't value customer service because they don't think that, you know, they're like, hey, once I got your money, that's it. You know, now I'm on to the next person. I've already got your money. It's time to focus on the next person getting more people's money. You know, I want to focus my attention on influencers or Facebook ads, or guys, there's this thing called warm leads and cold leads. And the idea behind that is that cold leads, completely cold leads, you have a lower chance of getting those people to purchase from you than you do someone that has already purchased in the past. It's way easier to get someone that has already purchased from you in the past to purchase again rather than getting a person who's never purchased from your store to purchase the first time. Does that make sense? So when I say to you that customer service is the best way to turn $30 into $150, you have to understand that when you get that purchase from a person, you have to make sure that you tend to that person's needs. Make sure that your customer service game is on point. But let's just say a customer has a problem or an issue. If you address that problem or issue immediately, professionally, and to their expectation, not even to their not to their expectation, above their expectation, you're giving yourself an opportunity to make a future sale from this customer. Let's say you send them the wrong size shirt and they ordered the correct size shirt. You immediately hit them back, apologize, and let them know that, you know, this is not normal. We absolutely apologize. We're sorry about that. Immediately tend to the problem. What some people do and what I have done in the past is, depending on the issue that we have with the customer, I've even offered something for free, right? I've even offered something for free after messing up on our side. Now, me offering something for free, that might be taking revenue out of my pocket, right? But I understand the long game, right? I believe in the long game. Now, what that means is that instead of me thinking like, I'm not going to give away something for free, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to solve the problem, even if it takes me a couple of days because I'm backed up. I'm going to solve the problem and that's it. They're good. I solved the problem. I did my job. You didn't do your job, right? You didn't do your job. Your job is to go above and beyond. That's your job. And that's how you turn $30 into $150. Your job is to go above and beyond. So you take that $10 or $5 revenue loss, right? And turn that into $150 by giving that away. You give that away. You say, look, we're sorry about that. We apologize for XYZ. Let's just say we took a couple of days because we're backed up. Not our fault. We have a lot of customers that may be hitting us up, and it just takes us time. Life, you know, everybody has a life, and it just may take a little bit to get to them, right? You get to them late, right? You get to them late in your eyes. If you're not within 24 to 48 hours, it's kind of late, right? So you get to them and you apologize. You maybe offer them a discount code, or maybe you give them a free t-shirt. If they've spent a lot of money, just give away something for free, because what that says to the customer is that I matter, right? I matter to this company or this brand. I matter, right? When you give that away, it makes them happy. It makes them talk about you to their friends, their family, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their husband, their wife, their sisters. It makes them have a great, amazing impression of you as a brand, and allows you to turn that $30 into maybe $5,000, not from that specific person, but how you treated that person, right? So mixing the customer or amazing customer service with the fact that, hey, I can give away X amount. I can give away a shirt after X amount have sold. You mix those two together, I might have to change the title of this video. You're going to be turning $30 into way more than $150 or $125 or $100, right? You're going to absolutely do that, because those two things combined have made me turn way more profit than loss. I've given away stuff for free, and all I do is see that come right back to me. right back to me from the same customer. I've seen customers go in, make a complaint, right? Like get a complaint, like maybe on one of the prints something was off. I've seen a customer go in, make a complaint. They receive amazing customer service. Depending on the complaint too, when you see it come through on your phone, don't let certain complaints go. Certain complaints need to be dealt with immediately, no matter what you're doing. Certain complaints need to be dealt with immediately, right? Depending on how rapidly you deal with a customer. I've seen a customer get dealt with in maybe 10 minutes of them writing me and immediately go on and place another order. Immediately. And that order was larger than the first order. Guys, what I'm telling you here, it works. It works. It worked for me last year. It's working for me this year, and it's going to continue to work for me, because giving people more than you are taking will allow them to feel more comfortable to give you more. You understand? And there you go. That's 2 ways to turn $30 into $150.